Hi everybody, I wanted to share something with you that I kind of stumbled across when I was wondering about my battery. This is a Samsung Galaxy Note 4, and I'm assuming that any of the Samsung phones with the same operating system would probably work the same way. Anyway, there's a few things about the battery life that I wanted to point out. Firstly, I'm going to first go over just some of the basics and obvious things. Okay, the obvious is that, you know, when you want to make your battery last, you want to use, of course, the power saver option. Make sure that's checked. You want to turn off things you're not using. And in this case, we're not using Bluetooth, we're not using GPS, and syncing, that's going to use up power from your battery, and Smart Stay. Now sync, what that does, of course, is it just makes sure your email is up to date and other apps that communicate with your main computer or your main accounts. Smart Stay just makes it so, let's say you're reading something and you don't want the screen to kind of go black on you while you're reading something, so you keep Smart Stay on. It just, the camera looks at your face and it knows you're still looking at the screen, therefore it keeps the screen on. Other things, of course, like Wi-Fi, you need Wi-Fi, or you need your data. Those things can be turned off. Okay, and again, I'm going to go over some of the obvious things first. So these are the obvious things. Just make sure you're not using things, or things are not on that you're not using. Okay. Secondly, you want to clear your memory. It might seem also somewhat trivial, but so you're going to clear your memory, because these things that are open, Instagram, Chrome, Gmail, not only do they slow your phone down a little bit, but they also can kind of draw on your battery a little bit if they're applications that are running. So I usually go into this setting right here on the bottom, and I close them now, but then you'll go ahead and you'll close all, and then you'll be able to close the applications that way. Okay, now those are the obvious things. Now I want to go over some of the not so obvious things that, in my opinion, definitely work and have a strong bearing on how your battery is going to last throughout the day. You know, when you first got your phone, the battery would go practically all day. You can wake up in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and at 1 o'clock in the morning the following day, you're basically ready to charge it. But as the phone gets older, of course, the battery doesn't last as long, and as we know what happens, you have to charge it in the middle of the day. You can't get through the day with your battery. Okay, so one of the things that I've kind of come across is there's a setting, and this goes the same with almost all batteries. Okay, there's a setting. You can go either into settings here to find it. I'll show it to you. And you're going to scroll to where it says battery. Now, depending on your operating system on your phone, what your updates are, you may or may not find it in this position, in this place. So you're going to click battery, and there's a check mark here where it says fast charging. You want to keep that box unchecked. Now, there's a reason why you want to keep it unchecked. All right, you don't want your battery to charge fast. When your battery charges fast, it'll generally discharge fast as well. You want to give it a slow charge. Slow charges always last better and longer than a quick charge. Okay, next, make sure you're not using a fast charger. I know that some people buy chargers that will charge their phone quickly, thinking, well, I'm in a hurry, so I want to put a fast charge on my battery. Well, that's fine, but keep in mind that, again, when you charge your battery quickly, most of the time, and this goes for all batteries, whether it's a car battery or any kind of battery, it will want to also discharge quickly as well. Batteries create a memory, and they know if it's being charged quickly, it can also be discharged quickly. Now I know the manufacturers are saying, oh, with the new batteries, the new lithium-ion batteries, they don't have memories and this and that, but in my experience, it might be that they're improved from in the past, but there's still some degree of memory, and it also kind of disrupts the chemical nature of the battery as well if you keep on charging it fast. And as we know, batteries are all chemical. Okay. And this is the last thing I wanted to tell you. This is probably what I think is one of the most important, or a little trick I learned, and that is you want to kind of want to stagger your charging and how fast the battery charges, and that will kind of retrain the battery. Now what I mean by that is, when you charge your battery, you should charge your battery at night. Okay, if you should be able to use a phone all day. I mean, depending on how much you use it, but for the most part, most normal people should be able to use a phone all day and then charge it before they go to sleep. Wake up in the morning, they'll have a full charge. Okay, so one of the things that I kind of figured out is you want to go into, I want you to scroll up to the top here. You run your finger down from the top, and some nights you're going to put on airplane mode before you go to sleep, and some nights you're going to put on airplane mode plus ultimate power saving mode before you go to sleep. And what this does is it's simply, and you don't want to do this every time, you want to kind of alter it. Some nights you do airplane mode, some nights you do airplane mode plus ultimate power saving, some nights you just do ultimate power saving, some nights you do of course both, and then sometimes you're going to not do anything at all. And the idea again is to create some sort of confusion and kind of retrain the battery to want to last longer. And I've noticed when I started doing that one thing, my battery would last probably 25 to 40% longer throughout the day. Is it as good as when I first bought the phone? Maybe not as good, but pretty good. And this phone that I'm holding in my hand right now is probably, I think it's about 15 months old already, because I think I got it, well yeah, it's been more than a year. It's about 14 or 15 months old. And I just started doing this little technique probably about 2 months ago, and I think it really started to help, because about 2 months ago what was happening is my battery, even after a full night's charge, I'd wake up in the morning and it wouldn't say 100%. It was saying like 92% after it was charging all night. So the battery didn't even want to take a full charge anymore. But after doing this little technique with airplane mode and ultimate power saving mode at night, it seemed to have kind of correct that problem. And now not only does it charge 100%, but it also kind of gives me at least 25 to 40% more battery life during the day. So anyway, I hope this helped, and please subscribe, and please comment if you have any tricks, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Thank you.